Hello everyone and welcome back to the 25-part tutorial of how to model the island. I'm going to continue with something before I'm going to continue with one of the windows. The thing is that I do want to show you how to create a window and not just, passive window that doesn't do anything. But before that, I have one thing that I want to accomplish here, which I forgot all about. Um, we want to have some more character to this house, not just flat, and it looks a little bit too modern house. So I'm gonna get rid of these faces here, okay, like so, and I'm gonna delete them. I'm gonna make sure that I attach things back. So let's bring these and that thing here. Well, I need all the upper edges in order to extrude them. Okay, this thing here was supposed to be a scroller, but I didn't use it much, so uh, just forget about it for now. We will remove it from there. I'm gonna click extrude, switch to move tool, of course, ups, and stretch this like so. Okay, or you can hold down the V key while you are doing this, so it will snap. And then right click, choose vertices. I'm gonna grab only these vertices, shift select these vertices here where it should be connected. Anything else by that, control to unselect. Okay, I will simply do this that way, half cut of the house. And you can see that, well, I will undo that for a second. You see where the pivot is, right? So that means something is related there. So if I'm doing this, basically I'm unselecting whatever is selected there, and you can see that the pivot has changed position. That means that I got rid of some vertices that have been selected over there. Um, Especially when it's in between them, you see it's like in the center of all the selected. That means that nothing else been selected, so that's good. We can merge them. 0.001. Okay, higher than that will simply bring them all together. You don't want to do this. And here what's important for me is to grab these here, just like so. Create secondary patio here, like extended patio, sorry. So I'm gonna extrude this, switch to move tool, move it along here to about that. That will be fine. You can grab this scroller, move it along here, stretch it if you want. It will be easier that way. I'm gonna hold down D, see what happens there. Sorry, D, align it with this, position it on top of that uh, vertex. Hold on the V key, middle mouse click, hold and drag at the same time. Put it there, press F8, sorry, F8. I'm gonna add one edge loop here. Move tool, hold on the V key, snap it there. So everything is good here. I don't want to extend it to the window. I don't want anything to interfere with the window view. Let's move this away. Okay, so let's do a window now. Let's say this window. Right click, choose face. I'm gonna grab this face. These. See here you can loop select it. Okay. Shift right click or right click, duplicate face. Press F8 3 times. Control to unselect the entire house. And if you want, you can move this outside to work on it. Modify center pivot if you don't want to, switch the layers here to that state where you can't modify them. You can right click, choose those vertices or edges, anything that doesn't supposed to be here. Shift right click, delete edge, or delete vertices. Sorry, vertices, you can delete them by pressing delete, but edges, you will have to do shift right click. Okay. With that, I'm gonna right click, choose edge. If you're afraid that you will like right click on it, and you will choose the house like this, you see. So both selected, but I basically pointed to the house. So that's not okay. Do it on the background, and just a reminder. It's just a reminder. God, I don't know what's going on with my speeching flow. I'm gonna extrude. I'm gonna extrude it downwards. See, with the blue arrow. This one will go even for a good reason. Okay, there are no much changes here, so this is why it's a little bit easier that way. You can right click, choose face, grab this face. It's like using only one axis, which is this axis, that one that goes there. So this is why everything set even. But whenever you are dealing with things such as this one, which has more sometimes, basically it should have done here as well. I don't know why it didn't, but I don't know, sometimes it acts weird. Anyway, right click on the background. Let's extrude the frame of this window. Cool. And because this is going to be like an open window, I don't want to have this inner frame there, these faces. Okay, but for a while, let's keep them there. I'm gonna do something here with these, I think. So I'm gonna right click, choose edge, grab this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. This will do a middle split between them. Press G on that edge. Cool. And now shift right click, bevel edge. Okay, I'm gonna do this for both of them. So select both of them, shift select both of them, and then bevel edge. Change the fraction to whatever you want. If you don't want to use the fraction, use one more segment. That will be cool. I'm gonna grab this, shift double click on this one. I don't touch the middle one, okay? I'm gonna simply bring them near, very near to each other, but you want to have just a little gap there. Windows should open and be closed in you need to leave some space there. So with that in mind, now I will be able to extract those faces. This one, and that one, and this one, and that one, and this one. So now I'm gonna really extract. So mesh, edit mesh, extract. Press F8 3 times. Now they should have be like 3 objects like this. See, this and that. So we have these, and we want first to isolate this. So let's isolate the frame. Oops. Like so. Right click, choose face. Let's get rid of those middle faces. Delete them. See, I also deleted the one there. I'm gonna press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Unisolate this. Grab this one and that one. You can move them aside for now. So let's modify center the pivot for them, like aside here. And I'm gonna right click, let's combine them. You know what, I'm gonna combine them, at least for a while, and then modify center the pivot, of course. Choose this edge, choose the other edge, extrude, switch to move tool, bring them downwards. You can hold down the V key to snap this. Great. Right click, choose vertices, grabbing those vertices, add mesh, zoom in. Okay, these are very, very near ones, so they are very close to each other. Merge. Okay, that's good. Now if you can select like right click, choose edge and select this edge, and it will loop select the entire edge. That means that these vertices are attached. Okay, it's always indication for that, so that's good. Let's flip normals because these are flipped. Reverse. press F8. Okay, now the reason I'm doing that is, don't worry, you will see they should be flipped. First of all, I'm going to grab all these, make the window width as that. Okay, right click, choose edge. Let's double click on this edge. Mesh, fill hole. Double click on that edge. No, sorry, this one. Press G. It's the same last function, the fill hole. Press F8. Right click, choose edge. Click this edge. Control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. This one, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Shift double click this one. Both are selected. Right click, bevel edge on both of them. Move them. If you can't move them any farther, shift double click, one at a time. So do something such as this. We are creating frame for those windows, and then do this for these. Now you can copy the other window, right? So no problem with that. So what I will do here is I'm gonna separate them. Grab this one and delete it. I want to have to work only on this one. Grab this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Shift right click, bevel edge. Grab this one, shift double click this one, and then create a frame. Trying to maintain even frame, like this thickness and the thickness of this face and this face here. Okay, like so. You know how to do this precise. If you want to put a little bit more work on it, go ahead. I will settle with this. Control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Create a split here. Shift right click, bevel edge. Change the friction a little bit. Add more segment here. Gonna double click on this one. Shift double click on this one. Making sure that the frame is like twice as this. Okay. Like for each, from above this middle edge and beneath. Okay. Like so. I'm gonna do the same in the center. Edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Shift right click, bevel edge. Add one more segment. You need to left click on the title segment and drag your mouse, by the way. Shift double click both of them. Move them into position like so. Okay. Right click, choose face. Let's grab these 4 faces. You see it's empty, it's hollow behind. That's good. This is what we want, at least for now. Otherwise, if you want this to be a complete one, so you know what? In order to make this a complete one, the easiest way is to right click, choose face. Grab all the side faces. Let's do it from the orthographic view. Change to 4 view. I'm gonna press F here. If you hover your mouse here and press F, it will focus on the window. This is the front view. I don't need it. I will hover my mouse here and press F. This is the side view. So I'm gonna grab all the side faces. You can see it here. Right? Press delete. Press F8. Bring it back to object mode. Expand this window with spacebar. Oopsie. And modify center to pivot. Extrude this. We're gonna extrude it to the direction where it's remain gray. See? Otherwise it will flip normals. So we have that. So now it's not hollow. First of all, this is important. You can grab these 4 faces. And you can grab these 4 faces. And you can either extrude them inwards a little bit, because this is not much of a thickness for no, just a little bit, like so. Now there are 2 things. You can either leave them as they are right now, okay, or you can delete them and let's say like I'm grabbing them, both of them, or I can grab only these front ones. Okay, I'm gonna do like mesh extract. Right now they are like one solid object, but if you don't want them to be one solid object, click Extrude, press F8 3 times, select all of them, and then Control to unselect the frame, switch to Selection tool, Move tool, sorry, center the pivot, move them outside. And before that, what we will do is we're going to get rid of these 4 faces here, delete. Again, this is all depends on you, okay? It's the why and how, or why you want to basically to make this that way or the other way. I have a problem here. I want to select only this particular edge here. Shift double click and select this particular edge. This particular edge and this particular edge here. All of them belong to the left side, basically. And you know what? Well, I don't know what. This is a little bit hard that way, but you can simply do that, like so. Okay. Hold on the V key, will be better. You see the brown edge is where it should be. So I'm releasing this, pressing F8, right click, choose vertices. Let's grab all the vertices here and use the same merge settings as for 0.001. This will only connect vertices that attach to each other, or basically like that. Click apply, close. Let's see if everything is good there. Yeah, it looks like it's okay. The only way to test this is to double click on the edge, see if it loop selected it. Again, same stuff. Shift right click, delete edge. I don't need those edges. Okay, I just wanted to connect these. Now I will grab these, mesh, combine, modify center pivot, extrude them to this direction again, press F8 and bring them into position like so. Now, the reason why I've done this, or I decided to expand that window into this way of modeling, is because it really depends on you. Either you're gonna create something which is based on texturing, or either you're gonna go with high detail modeling. So you can like create a broken glass here now and not relying on texture for that, or I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna do some animation like someone throwing a stone and you want to have some shuddering effect for that matter, so it will help you do so by creating things you know, in a separated way. So it is important, and I'm gonna combine this for now. Okay, just making sure that the window is really in between the frame and not otherwise. Okay, modify center to pivot. I'm gonna move this thing here, put it a little bit outside of the window like so, or you can do it inside. I don't know, I prefer to have a little bit more detail, so I'm gonna make sure it's there. Hold down the D key and you want to click on this vertex here. Okay, and then reset this tool. For some reason it's now, the reason I picked this vertex is because I'm gonna rely on this vertex and attach it here. So Control D to duplicate, V to place it here, point to that vertex there. See, that way that's fine. Now I'm gonna move this into place, and you can also combine this for a second, like mesh combine, modify center to pivot, move this here, and you can go with that. Here, this vertex D, hold on the D key, click here. I don't know what's going on with my, I don't know, scale tool, move tool. Anyway, I'm gonna stick this here. I don't know why I did it. I don't know what exactly it relays on. I need to do it differently. I need to relay on that one. Like, okay. I need to relay on this one. You see this inner one here. So, yeah. So D here. I'm gonna rotate this a little bit so I can see that vertex. If not, plus to scale this. Yeah, that's good. Hold on the V key and snap it. See? Now you can get rid of the frame, but I don't want to get rid of the frame. It's useless that way. Let's move it that way. Let's mesh separate these guys. The windows are now separated also from the frame, so grab everything. I'm gonna do this from the inside, just to not make any mistakes. I'm gonna go over mesh combine, and what I will do is I'm gonna press D and relay on this vertex here as my pivot for the window. So you can switch to rotation tool, hold down the J or not holding down the J, and simply open this window. Now you can't really open that too much. So in that matters, you can switch. Now just be logic, like where exactly the pivot are. By default, the windows should be inside, but because they are outside right now, so it's either you have pivots that are inside or outside the window. And with this in mind, you simply need to well, according to this, you need to be aware of where your pivot should be. So no clipping or intersecting will occur. So I'm gonna think about this. I want it to be open wide, so I guess that I have like to have those pivots outside. So let's grab these. Modify center the pivot. I'll bring them here. You can also snap. So let's grab this, set this tool for some reason, and then I will hold on. Well, I will press F8. Sorry, grab only this one. D here. Rotation tool, and we'll rotate this to be open, wide, and that way it's all good. Okay. I think that the windows should be a little bit thicker so you can see the frame of them, like, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this that way. So at least for this part, this is it. Do the same things there, here. I think this one should be like lifted window. This one, you can change the, yeah, just pick some, you know, I don't know, style for your house, and that way you will be better know how it should look like. Yeah, and this is it for this part. I think this is a little bit too much for a part. Save scene as 27. Save as. Press F, and that's it. Okay, so have a good day. See you at the next part. Bye bye.